Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. You are listening to the premier Geek podcast. Ozzy the Freak Talk Geek. I'm Ozzy.
And I'm the freak.
And thank you for joining us for another edition of This Week in Geek. We're going to be giving you some of the topics that have been...
Did we change the title to This Week in Geek?
I don't know.
I thought it was always A Week in Geek.
Well, I think it should be This Week in Geek.
I mean, it should always be this week, but if you're listening to it like later on, then it's not really the same week.
Yes, but it is this week.
Each week can't be this week.
As of this date of this recording.
True, but some of the crap I'm looking up came out like a week ago, so it's not really this week.
All right, should it be these past 2 weeks in Geek?
At some point in history.
Current events in Geek. A week in Geek.
Yeah.
Seven. Jesus Christ, dude. This is our bi-monthly, right?
Bi-weekly?
Bi-weekly?
Every 2 weeks.
But it's twice a month.
Yeah, but it's every 2 weeks. So, like, I mean, that goes back to that whole bi-weekly thing. Is that twice a month or every 2 weeks?
So this is the post-July 4th edition of A Week in Geek. And I don't feel like dealing with semantics today.
I know. I do.
You dick. What's going on in our world?
Oh, too much crap to talk about.
No, we're supposed to talk about it. That's what the show's about. We're supposed to talk about it.
Oh, we're supposed to. Oh, so we got to do the homework for everybody else.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
I know you didn't do it in high school, and neither did I. So
hell no.
Let's try to do it as adults.
To do. Joking. I never.
We're just aggregating it from other news sites.
What? Is that what we're doing?
Come on. Hard-hitting reporters, we are not.
Good job, Geek Tyrant. I mean, what?
I'm a book resource.
Shout out to Geek Tyrant. Making my job easier every other week, bi-weekly.
I do find myself going there more often now.
Geek Tyrant?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Like, our podcast is cool, but Geek Tyrant does provide a lot of really awesome information.
Oh, it's where I saw the trailer I saw recently that was off there. I didn't even know it was coming up. Oh, the new Hellboy trailer.
Ooh, I haven't seen it yet, but I saw some of the art for it, like the images of him and everything.
Did you? Yeah, you saw a still shot of him.
I like it. Oh yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome.
I didn't see any of his hand, but I did get him. I did see like his silhouette. And I thought it was very reminiscent of Mike Mignola's artwork. The face doesn't sit right with me, but his overall silhouette looks great. Looks like it's right out of the books.
Okay. I think the silhouette almost matters more. I mean, considering in the comics it was mostly his silhouette you saw.
This is true.
Well, it depends which comic, I say it, but still.
No, I got you. I just want to see him like bust in on some like demon zombie luchadors.
I don't know why. As soon as you said that, the only thing I can think of was La Sexta Rico or whatever from it was the animated cartoon deal by
the Blood and Stone one.
No, by White Zombie.
Oh yeah.
El Super Beasto.
El Super. I never watched that all the way
El
through.
Super Beasto. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to turn it on. So the missus surprised me the other day.
Oh, I like surprises.
With a super awesome gift from Temu.
I never ordered anything from Temu. Is it cool?
I've never ordered anything from Temu either. However, she got me a fake neon sign.
Mm-hmm.
It in all reality, and for what it's worth, until you start to pull it apart, pretty much, the sign looks neon. And it's a neon sign that says on air.
Right.
And I'm like, it's bright as hell. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is live. Thank you for interrupting. We appreciate you. Feel free to interrupt anytime.
There's a hurricane coming.
A hurricane coming. Batten down the hatches.
We don't have those anymore.
Oh, you need hatches.
But anyways, yeah, so she ordered a on-air sign from Temu, and it's actually like LED strips with this like thin colored latex, whatever material that sits over top of it, and it's like 3D, and it illuminates that color. And unless you take that piece out and expose the LED behind it, the whole sign looks neon. It's awesome. I'll send pictures later.
Oh, fantastic. I can't wait to see it.
But yeah, I totally forgot to turn it on. Busted.
If you're not going to use my gift, I just won't get them for you anymore.
Right. All right,
okay, so Temu's cool. So I've been looking at stuff on Temu. I just want to buy.
I really think it's hit and miss. I really think it's hit and miss.
I really want to buy an entire costume for Renaissance Fair on there.
Oh God, I've seen things like people do stuff like that.
I do. I want to, from the boots all the way up to a cloak and if I can get a sword or something, I want a complete Temu Ren Fair costume.
I saw a person that built a gaming PC setup off of Wish.
How'd that work?
It didn't. The power supply didn't work. They had to supply their own power supply. And it wasn't that great. All right. So let's get on with the show with this weekly geekly stuff.
Oh, don't change the name of the show again.
Weekly geekly?
Weekly geekly.
It's catchy, but I hate it. So usually I come on here on a Week in Geek, our twice a month bi-weekly show. And I usually bring up a whole lot of movies and stuff. However, I got a lot of toy stuff and comic stuff today.
Well, it's a wonder you're coming up with more toy stuff, given your new collectible enterprise.
Yep. The missus let me collect Marvel Legends, Spider-Man toys. I went to Target today.
Any good?
They had Iron Man. That was it.
Yeah.
That was literally it. It was the same figure over, they had 8 of them.
Was it the movie Iron Man 1 too?
No, but it was some sort of weird armor one that I haven't seen before. And since I'm not really doing anything with Iron Man, I just walked past it.
Yeah.
I did, however, see something that I almost bought just so I can be one of those people to resell it. But I decided not to be that guy.
Oh. What was it?
So it was a DC gold label. And it's the Joker mobile.
Okay.
It's a light up Joker mobile that looks like it came from the cartoon series. It was $60, and I found it being sold online for $100. And I'm like, you know what? I could make $40-50 here or something like that. But then I was like, you know what else? I could be screwing some little child out of his toy, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, flippers be flipping.
If there was a whole bunch of them there, I probably would have. But there was only one, so I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that guy.
I did that the other day at Ross. I came across an AEW wrestling ring.
All right, hold on. If you're at Ross doing that, that means that toy has gone through the system and people have had their chance, and now it's okay.
Yeah, no. Okay, yes. But Ross offers less fortunate to receive a brand new item at a discounted rate.
Touche.
So I went in there and there was an AEW wrestling ring and there was 2 of them and they were only $10 a piece. I got one. I left the other one behind. And when I was waiting outside, I was smoking a cigarette, waiting outside for Tess to come swing by and pick me up. And I saw a kid leaving with the other one.
Oh,
And,
okay.
bro, my heart just filled. I was like, yeah, bro. We both got wrestling rings.
So I did get, I've got it stacked up, but I did get a gold label Catwoman from Ross.
Do you like Catwoman? Which was that the Batman Catwoman?
I think so. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, it's from the Batman.
From the Batman, but it's the gold label, and I know people are after those gold labels. But yeah. I saw it being sold for like, $20-$30, and they were selling it for $5. So I was like,
flipper be flipping.
I'm gonna be flipping this one. Hey, they had like 6 or 7 more, so I was like, I'll just take the one that looks good and leave the rest.
Oh, dude,
I'm not gonna be that guy and take every single one of them. But there's a lot of money out there to be made, and I want to get my hands on some of it. All right.
I almost did that with a Starfire from the same thing. It was the Chase. Starfire was actually a Blackfire.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? And I was like, and somebody was hiding it behind the Funko Pops. I was like, oh.
I do that.
I was like, oh, no, we're not going to hide this, bud.
Yeah.
But then I checked my checking account, and I was like, I'm going to hide this.
There was a Shriek over at Walgreens that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put it behind all like the MCU Marvel Legend toys. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, hopefully we'll see. We'll check back in about a week or so and see if that Shriek is still there. It's mine.
If it's Walgreens, dude, that more than likely that Shriek ain't gonna move.
I know,
because you probably got a whole bunch of either Jigsaw or Baron, or what's his name, Baron Zemo.
No, there wasn't any Zemo. It was like Doctor Strange. It was a whole bunch of it looked like Doctor Strange and I think Wong. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you got the Ollie's special still there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. All right. So since we're talking about toys,
let's talk about toys.
Coming to stores August 6th, 2024, obviously this year. If you're a Legos fan, and if you like, Independence Day, July 4th themed stuff, then you might like this Lego set.
What is it?
And I bet you're not. I'm going a different direction. People are thinking. I'm going to throw all of y'all off right now by talking about Legos on July 4th.
Bro, you lost me completely. I'm not in the Lego loop unless I really want the D&D set.
Steven Spielberg's classic film.
No way.
Jaws.
Oh.
See? Went a different direction. And I say that because those of you who have ever watched the original Jaws know that it happens around July 4th. Yeah.
It's the boat and the shark, isn't it?
It is. It is the orca, Quint's boat, the orca, and it comes with let's see everything that I say. So you got Brody, Hooper, Quint, and then you've got Jaws. It looks pretty awesome. It looks pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. In fact, when we were at Target earlier today, they have a Funko Pop of Quint and Jaws
when he's chumming the water.
Yeah, and I saw it, and me and the missus were like, "That's pretty cool." And the best part that I really like about this Lego set, this Jaws Lego set, is I guess it's got like a base that all of this is going to set on. It's got the one Lego piece that says Lego Jaws, and then to the right of it's got another Lego piece that gives a quote from the movie. And it's from Brody. And it says, "You're going to need a bigger boat."
Nice.
Because he says that in the movie like freaking 6 or 7 times in that one scene.
Oh my goodness. I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's such a great movie. And of course, every time I think of Jaws, I always think about Clerks.
Mallrats. I go Mallrats.
Was it Mallrats?
Well, see, you go Clerks because when Dante
Salsa Shark.
Shark. Yeah.
Salsa Shark.
but all the main characters in Mallrats are named after Jaws characters.
Yeah.
T.S., Brody, and Hooper. Well, Hooper didn't come in until until Chasing Amy.
That is awesome. Salsa Shark.
Salsa Shark.
So we've got that. We also have let's see, I think so this one's a twofer because this is the San Diego Comic-Con that I'm not gonna lie, I want to go.
This year's exclusives are kind of underwhelming.
I want to go just for the toys, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I mean.
So the was it 1991 the Marvel cards.
Yeah.
They have. So they have Death's Head
as
the San Diego Comic-Con from 1991, and I just found out earlier today they're also doing Playmates Toys is revealed they're doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle San Diego Comic-Con that is based off of the original black and white sketches for the comics from like whenever it first came out.
So they're doing like the original artist rendering.
Yep, the original artist. It's black and white, and then they all have the red bandanas, like from the original comic series. And I'm not gonna lie, looking at them, like at a glance, they look cheesy, but at the same time, I love it. I love the art style of them. Yeah, I mean, for the exception of the weapons, they all basically look the same. But that's how they looked when they first came out. And it looks really cool. I really dig it, and like I'm a huge fan of that comic-y art style. And I think they're awesome. They're coming to San Diego Comic-Con, so good chances I'm never going to get them.
Keep an eye on the secondary market.
Yeah,
coming to a local comic book store at 200% markup near you.
Yeah.
I mean, but what's funny about those is Playmates is finally doing it, and Playmates is the original manufacturer of the Ninja Turtles action figures. But both NECA and Super 7 have done similar style figures already before, and I believe they were San Diego Comic-Con exclusives as well.
Really? See, now that I didn't know. That I did not know. I've only got one San Diego Comic-Con, and that was Todd McFarlane's Hellraiser series, where it's the solid silver-looking Pinhead. And I actually have that piece signed by Clive Barker and Doug Bradley.
Nice.
So that's one of my awesome pieces that I get to show off.
I like seeing the con exclusives, but I've never been in a position to pre-order anything.
Me neither.
Through the stuff, or even to get it on the secondary market. It's like I was looking the other day at I was thinking, I was talking to you, and I was thinking to myself, I said, oh wow, I would love a Hela Marvel Legend, but I wouldn't want the movie one. It's a shame they never made a comics version of her, but they did. They made her in the 6-inch figure. They made her in the Book of Ashanti collector's set that came out at San Diego Comic-Con, and she's alone like a couple $100. I'm just like, all right.
You said she's 1/6?
She's 6-inch, so she's 112.
Oh, okay. I thought you said she's 1/6. I'm like, no, that's 12 inches.
No, it's definitely Marvel Legends. It's Marvel Legends, and it was the only time not MCU Hela. I know, and hopefully they'll re-release her.
That would be a nice re-release,
because that's what they're doing lately. Is they are re-releasing figures. They're giving them a little different paint scheme.
I mean, they got the new Venom coming out.
They got the Venom coming out, and he's probably got the same same body as the Carnage. So they're trying to maximize the value of what they're doing.
The new Venom coming out is the same as one of the older Venom, except he has tendrils, and the white lightning type looking decals going down his body. It's got like a little bit more blue, and it's a little bit more detailed. But other than that, it's the exact same.
Yeah, that was the movie Venom that came out.
Yeah,
what was that set?
Yeah, or Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, but the set that one came out in originally, I think, was the Venom Deadpool. build a
I
figure?
think so.
Which that would be neat to have.
So moving right along real quick, because this is very much on topic.
Okay.
Again, still talking about toys.
Yay!
Hot Toys has revealed Marvel Comics Spider-Man, the symbiote suit action figure. It's by Hot Toys, and it is a 1/6, so it's a 12-inch figure that we're gonna get. This one's produced by the Hono Studio or Hano. I don't remember how you pronounce that one. Now, I don't care for 12-inch figures.
Me either.
I really don't. However, this is a completely fully posable 12-inch figure. But the outfit that he's wearing, it's like the cloth material. It is really tight, so it's not like baggy or anything. However, it does bulk up in sections whenever you put them in certain positions.
Sure.
The only problem I have with it, and this is symbiote suit.
Right.
The only problem I have with it is it's got like a sheen to it, almost.
Okay.
That almost makes it look kind of like it's got white or diamond type glitter, and so I don't really care for it.
Gross.
Yeah, but I will say the poses, it's entry grade, 1/6 scale, high quality, highly articulated.
Is that Sideshow Collectibles?
I don't believe it's Sideshow Collectibles. No, this is Hono Studio. And it's coming from Hot Toys.
Hot Toys, okay.
Hot Toys.
All right, so Hot Toys, both Hot Toys and Sideshow Collectibles, they do the highly collectible action figures. Both of them. You can go on either of those websites and you will find some gorgeous action figures and gorgeous statues, man.
And like I said, I am not a fan of 12-inch action figures.
I can't.
But this one's awesome. The stand looks great. It's a black stand. It's got the clear tube in the back to hold him up. He's fully posable. It comes with a copy of number 8, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. With Spider-Man in the symbiote suit. He's got a spider backpack. He's got the spider backpack. He's got some tendrils that come out like the spider webbing that have wires so you can fully articulate the webbing. He's got multiple hand poses, opened and closed. He also has different eye coverings too that you can interchange out.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is one 12-inch figure I might actually be interested in just because I'm sticking with the Spider-Man theme.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, but I highly doubt I'll even get it.
Let me guess, $350.
I don't see a price yet on here. The only one I saw a price on so far was the Lego set, which was $104, I think it was. But as of right now, I do not see. It says that pre-orders will go live soon for the figure. And it'll be shipping out around the fourth quarter of the year. So I don't even think this is up for pre-order yet because I don't see any prices.
Okay.
But it looks pretty cool, man. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Speaking of like pre-orders and stuff like that, Hasbro Pulse will be doing. They just got done with their Star Wars Hasbro Pulse for the 3.75 inch figures. They did the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Okay.
And the next one is scheduled to come up is going to be Ghostbusters. So there's a lot of speculation on what's going to be with Ghostbusters. Now they just did 2 in the box, which was the proton pack, not the proton pack, the PKE meter and the trap. So they're like, wow, there's a lot of speculation that it's going to be something else, not cosplay related, because those have been the main big things that came out of the Ghostbusters camp.
Okay.
They've already announced that they have the 3.75 inch Ghostbuster figures, and then they are already doing an ecto for scale with that. So there's no idea. We don't know what this new Ghostbusters thing that they're going to be doing for Hasbro Pulse.
Well, I mean, my whole curiosity is just like, what part of the timeline are we taking this from, too? Like, is this going to be something that's somewhat new? From the new franchise, are we going old school classic?
I know there's a big contingency of people though that are worried about the scale. Because it's technically like this new car they're saying is plasma scale, but plasma scale is 6-inch. Okay. And the new figures that came out are 3 3/4 GI Joe, old school GI Joe style, and so is
375, right?
Yeah.
3.75. Okay.
So because they got the car already and they already got the guys, that there's speculation this is going to be a scale of the Firehouse.
So the issue is if this comes out 1/12 or 1/6, it's not going to fit anything.
It's going to come out if it doesn't come out 1/12, it's more than likely going to come out 1/18, which is the 3 3/4.
Okay, so 1/18 is what people are hoping for, right?
Or no? Well, yes and no, because there's a contingency of fans that are like, "Yay, 3 3/4 is my size," but there's a lot more of us, I believe, that are more into the 6-inch scale figures. Mm-hmm. So we would love to have more stuff for the 6-inch figure line. They haven't introduced any new plasma series scale. Hasbro hasn't given us anything in a 6-inch scale for the latest movie.
Yeah.
All we had was the throwback style figures, the throwback style Ecto-1, which are fine. They're fun and stuff like that. But the adult collectors are like, what happened to plasma series? What happened to the 6-inch scale? We would love to keep fleshing out this collection that we have. And I mean, we have the guys, but we need more.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't collect anything outside of 6-inch.
Right. I barely do myself. But then that's but that's the thing. It's like the adult collectors, which we found out recently, are making up the largest portion of the collectible shopping lately. Like,
oh, for sure, because we're not buying this stuff for children. They get other stuff.
No, they can have their iPads.
Yeah,
play with your digital.
Yeah,
your digital stuff.
Shop for them at Five Below.
Right. I'll get you something at Ross. But we don't know. So I have a fear that's probably going to be the 3 3/4 inch scale Firehouse, and that's a little disappointing. That's a little disappointing for me. I'm not going to have any kind of 6-inch scale Ecto-1 or Firehouse, and it's upsetting. It's like I have these figures, I have these great figures, and that's it. That's it. Nothing else really to go with them. Nothing to really build the world out with these figures. So we still have to wait and see. I think we're going to find out what's happening next month. But I don't have anything that connects with that. So this non sequitur.
Let's see. Okay. So we mentioned. Okay. Technically, I have something that can kind of connect to that.
Okay.
Have you heard of OpenAI's Sora technology?
Sora, no.
Okay, neither have I. All right, cool. We're on the same page here. Awesome. Right. So Sora technology, from what I'm getting, it's a new type of AI technology that they're using to try to create movies and shit, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay, that does sound familiar. Yeah. Yes.
So, as of right now, we have a complete. Bear with me. I know some people don't like to watch very long videos. Okay. But the video is 1 minute and 6 seconds long. It's 1 minute and 6 seconds short, using OpenAI Sora technology to come up with a origin of Toys R Us. Yeah, okay. It's a pretty cool looking video. But to believe that this video was completely done by AI is absolutely mind-blowing. What was the Tom Hanks movie Polar Express? You remember how people were ranting and raving how Polar Express was so amazing, the details look so great.
Yeah, but unless you have the uncanny valley.
But I'm just saying that's computer generated from human hands. Right. This 1 minute and 6 second commercial makes that look like absolute trash.
Really?
Absolute trash. Like there's parts of it that this looks absolutely real. There's parts you can actually tell that obviously this is, computer generated. But holy crap, to know that no work went into this, just straight up AI, it's pretty mind-boggling to think of where we'll be next as the future progresses. We won't even have people in movies anymore. We'll just have just AI.
Well, see, this is what the whole writer strike was all about.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll check it out. Well, do I check it out? Do I give it a review? Is that in some way supporting AI creativity and taking away creativity from somebody else, or at least support of creativity from somebody else to somebody else?
So here's the thing, okay? Either way, whether you watch it or not, you're supporting one side or the other, and you've committed to that already. If you do feel like it, if you want to watch it in the background, I did send you the link on Discord. While I talk about this, but
yeah, let me check this out.
But so if you watch it, you're not supporting anything. All you're doing is simply just watching something. Here's the thing. Okay, we can support real actors or we can support AI, but the truth of the matter is, whether I decide to watch this or not, it's going to happen. Whether I decide to get to ban it or not, I mean, my one voice probably doesn't care for anything. However, I think there's going to be instances which Sora AI technology is actually going to be beneficial for, animations, as far as animations go in movies. If we want to make an animated short film or something like that, we can use Sora AI. It would take less manpower. We can get more stuff out there than later. We can cut out the middleman and make some of this stuff more affordable. You've got millionaires that are making millions and millions and millions and millions on this stuff. Or we got a guy that can be, awesome with AI technology, and he can put out a movie or a short film or something like that without having to have the millions of dollars backing that it takes to put up front a regular movie. So I see the negative and I see the positive in having Sora AI technology to make movies.
They took our jam.
They took our jabs. And oh, there he goes. So what'd you think of it?
Oh, you did stop recording. Okay.
Nope, I didn't.
We're
still recorded, buddy.
Okay, good. Okay.
So what did you think of it?
Shit.
It was pretty amazing to realize
that little boy was CG.
That was all CG. That was all AI.
Jesus Christ, we're in trouble.
Right? So you didn't hear my rant because OZ had to step away real quick to go ahead and watch this video. But part of what my rant was talking about was this allows people to do better, or not necessarily better, but more animations, more films that are animation without having to have the funding of like $1 billion company. As long as you're good at AI, you can kind of come up with something yourself, regardless. I can see both the negative and positive that this type of technology can bring to the movie industry.
There's no more movie industry. There isn't. No, this isn't. So, okay. Just hot take immediately after watching that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The movie industry has been faltering here lately. And because they've been struggling because of fast or easy or homemade content, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Podcasts like this, or shorts on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. You get your minute and a half entertainment, and people move on to the next. There's a hot Tila in the pan every once in a while.
Oh shit! I can't believe you just did that.
But that makes my point. It's just like that's going to be the next hot thing for a minute, and then we move on as people. I think the movie industry.
But will we move on,
dude?
After watching that.
After watching that, yeah. Honestly, okay. I do. I think
so. This is something I'm definitely going to need to post.
Hollywood and cinema, they are actually in trouble. I didn't realize how much in trouble they actually were. That industry,
it was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a quick commercial for Toys R Us and Macy's.
I mean, it's only a minute long. I can show it on here, right? Well, we're not showing videos here.
We're not doing video on these episodes, so
no,
we'll put a link in the description.
100%. We'll add a link to this. Now, do you see what I meant by this? This definitely marvels against the Polar Express, like as far as how realistic it was and crazy.
Bro, so if they took care, like somehow or another, AI figured out the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Well, okay.
I didn't believe it myself. I'm sitting here. I'm like, there's no way this isn't like CGI or like somebody is back there that literally went through and did all this. No, this is AI.
And it's staggering to me because it's like, okay, one of the news bits I have this week is Inside Out 2 has surpassed the Minions for the 5th highest grossing animated movie. It surpassed Minions.
Man, I love Minions.
But it made $1.2 billion so far.
You're shitting me.
And that's making it number 5 of all time animated movies.
Wow.
So maybe movies are still in good hands.
And these movies are not never going to go away.
Bro, I mean, when was the last time you listened to terrestrial radio?
I don't. I don't even know. I don't even know what that is.
AM, FM.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then yes, I listened to it earlier today.
Okay. All right, but do you remember how big and important that was and how big and important it's not anymore?
I will say it's pretty damn important when I get one of my company trucks that doesn't have like Bluetooth.
Right, because if you had Bluetooth, you would just listen to podcasts, you listen to Spotify. What I'm saying is we're evolving out of our normal standards of entertainment. So
okay, but this is something that's always going to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, okay. So starting out
from cave drawings to putting on plays,
yeah,
to TV and movies, yeah. I know
it's the same with electronics as it is with the movie industry too. We started out, we had really, really horrible graphics. Yeah. Okay, we started out, we had VCRs, we had laser discs, we had all this other different stuff that we had before we ever even came out with DVD players. But we had to get the point, we had to set the standard at some point.
Yeah.
You look on it, I can't tell you personally the last time it was that I bought a DVD. Okay, and then you've got movies. Movies are a part of the technology as well. Movies came back. We used to use clay animation. Look at Jason and the Argonauts or Sinbad. The original. Remember how those
the stop motion graphics
used to have stop motion, clay monsters in the background and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
the Harry
moved on to having Muppets, and then from Muppets, we've got different CGI and all sorts of different special effects. I mean, movie cinema magic and everything else has its evolution as well. And this might be the next part and the next step of evolution of movie industry.
Yeah, take the humans out of it.
Now that's to say not everybody's going to be backing this, which means so you're going to have it's just like you've got movies now like Furiosa, right, where they're trying to do away with special effects as far as CGI and go into old school special effects.
Sure, that's the auteur of the filmmaker.
And then you have certain movies that are all CGI, and then movies that are all digital. there's still going to be movies out there with people in it, but there's also going to be part of a generation that is going to be doing nothing but AI. And I think we're going to get we're going to get both of them. And I just don't think that certain people are going to prefer to watch movies that are just AI. So I think it doesn't matter how good the AI Sora looks. What matters is what sells.
I know this.
I think
know
in the beginning, people are going to back this and think it's amazing. But then everybody's going to be like, all right, this is dumb. I want to see real people.
No, I would have to disagree with you. This is the part where we're going to disagree, and I'm gonna hang my disagreement on this one thing.
What's that?
People that you and I know, people that are in our generation, okay, refuse to watch a black and white movie.
I mean, I'm a cinephile. Okay, I don't mind it. I'll watch black and white films.
Yeah, sure. But there are people that we know personally, and there's people that are in our generation and past. My children will not sit down and watch a black and white movie, and it's not from not having, you know, a student in a film as a father to them. If they just won't do it. Yeah. So there's already people that won't watch just a black and white movie.
Sorry, Clerks.
The Lighthouse that just came out with Willem Dafoe and Sparkle Vampire, Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson, yeah,
right. It's a black and white movie.
Yeah,
and it's new. And there are certain people that are not going to watch this Oscar-winning movie because it was black and white. That's why I believe. Maybe not our generation, maybe not the next generation, but the one afterwards aren't going to give two solid fucks about human beings producing a movie for their own entertainment.
I agree. I agree with you there as far as it being a generational thing. I do agree with you there. I think the newer generations aren't going to care. I agree 100% with you there. But as long as our generations and the generations before us still have a say in it, you know, we stand a chance.
How long is our say, though? How much longer is our say? Know. Because I mean, yeah, we're aging out, bud.
Yeah, but we're getting into topics that's outside of the spectrum of what we're talking about here.
This was going to have to be for a longer discussion.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so anyway, but that was one of my news things about Inside Out, and I just thought that was kind of amazing. I saw Inside Out 2.
I saw Inside Out 1. I haven't seen Inside Out 2 yet, and I want to.
Bro.
But I'm not going to lie. I'm a little mad now that it beat Minions because I love the Minions.
All the memes I've seen about Inside Out 2 is true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Oh, fuck. This is about Pixar just fucks you up, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, did they go all Toy Story 3 on us?
Bro. I mean, there was like at least 3 different occasions where I'm just like ugly crying. Ugly crying in the fucking movie.
Oh, man.
And this is the first movie I went and seen with Tess, too. And I'm just ugly crying at this Pixar movie. Bro. It was so good, though. So good. And I guess that's maybe the heart. I mean, but like, fuck. Inside Out 2 had a lot of heart, but so did that damn Toys R Us commercial. So.
Let me see. I forgot I could do this.
What's that? In other news.
In other news. I forgot I could do this.
Oh, yeah, there you go, dude. Well, we're not doing video, so.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant like this way you can still see what I wanted to show.
Oh, okay.
Because this next one hits me right in the childhood, and I'm super stoked for it.
Graphic novel adaptation of Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I'm super stoked for this one.
Huh.
Jim Henson's The Labyrinth is getting a graphic novel adaptation. And it's by the A.C.H. Smith's novelization.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if we can get a date here.
Oh, it was from Boom. Okay.
Yeah, this is from Boom Studios. It'll be Labyrinth #1 will be released by Boom Studios on September 18th.
Let me see a picture. It doesn't look very much like David Bowie.
So we've got David Bowie. I know it might be hard to see on your screen here. We got David Bowie. We got the baby Toby. Now Jareth check here. So yeah, so you got Jareth and Toby. You've got the MC Escher going on in the background of that part of the end of the labyrinth. But look here,
I'm looking at the goblins shadows,
in the cave, and all the goblins and everything in the shadows down here. I'm like, oh, I love that. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this art style as well. It's really cool. It's like water painting, you know. It's not a lot of superior detail going on here, but it looks amazing. And it works for me.
I can zoom in on your picture, which I think is really awesome. Okay. But that looks nothing like David Bowie, and I'm okay with that.
Well, I mean, so they're not trying to capture David Bowie. They're trying to capture Jareth. They're not. I don't think they're going for like a 1-to-1. Like I said, David Bowie adaptation here.
No, that's why I'm okay with it.
It looks great. Mm-hmm. They still got that iconic hair going on.
Mm-hmm. Reminds me of it reminds me of something. The artwork reminds me of something. What does it remind me of? Is it Sandman?
I was gonna say it's got a very oh my goodness, I forgot his name. I love all of his work too. Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, the creator.
It's got a very Neil Gaiman-ish look to it and feel. But I'll be honest with you. This is I haven't really been into comics as far as like buying them recently. You got me into reading them online, which has actually been really working out very well for me.
Unfortunately,
this is one I might have to go spend my money on though.
I would, man. I mean, that's the thing about, spend the money on where you want to spend it on. Read what you want to read online as much as you can. Save your money where you can, and really put it towards the art. Mm-hmm. And this would be putting it towards the art.
It's not only that too, but people like me and you and our generation, we grew up on Jim Henson. So many different things, and I know that that's a topic that we're going to be having coming up here. There's so many different pieces of work that Jim Henson did. The Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal, two things that have an absolutely special place in my heart, and the biggest one would be the Labyrinth, though. Me and my mom, when I was a kid, we used to sit down, we watched the Labyrinth all the time. I can sit down and watch the movie and damn near quote the whole thing from beginning to end. I mean, it's a movie that I've grown up with. I've loved. I loved everything about it. The fantasy, the fairy tale settings, what's going on, and to see it more captured into a graphic novelization. I want to see if they're going to expand on anything. That's what I'm really curious about, is to see if they're going to take any story and expand on any of it, or if they're just going to go cut dry beginning to end based off the movie.
Well, now you see that it's based on the novelization, right?
That's why it says it's a novel adaptation. So
if it's based on the novelization of the movie, typically with novelizations of movies, they do expand more. That there's stuff that was in the script that they wound up putting on the cutting room floor, didn't have time for, and stuff like that. So that is typical of movie novelizations. This being based on the novelization and not the movie, you're probably going to get your wish.
Oh man, now I'm looking way more into it too.
Yeah.
So
that's cool, man. That's cool. Honestly, I don't recall ever watching Labyrinth or Dark Crystal in their entirety. And I celebrate Jim Henson and all of his works.
Really?
I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched it in its entirety. Both of them. I love them. I love what I watched of them, but I think I watched them at the wrong time of day.
The missus and I were fortunate enough that actually I want to say almost twice now we were able to see not twice, sorry, but two different occasions, two different movies. We were actually able to recently have seen the Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal in big screen theaters.
Oh, so righteous, dude.
that was awesome for us.
I bet, man. I bet. No, I think about. I think they're gorgeous movies. I started to watch the what was it, the prequel series for Dark Crystal on Netflix.
We're actually watching that right now, the missus and I.
It's really
actually
good.
I actually bet you she's upstairs right now watching it.
Oh no, she can't watch it without you. That's not fair.
Oh, we've already seen it twice. She's actually watching it for like a third time.
Nice. Yeah,
So
I love it. I love the Creature Workshop stuff. I love this stuff. But yeah, I just honestly don't know if I've ever watched it in its entirety, or at least in one go.
So many times for me. But then again, I love creatures. I love the fantasy setting. Mm-hmm. These are things that have always been amazing to me. Have been like the fantasy settings with the goblins and all sorts of other creepy, weird stuff with all sorts of backstories, and you never know what the hell is going to come out with.
No, I dig it, dude. I dig it, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to check it out. I'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually.
What's that?
The finishing both of those movies. I'll get a wild hair up my butt one day and just be like, all right, this is it. This is the day.
So moving right along in the comic series here.
Oh.
Marvel Heroes Battle Godzilla in new Marvel Comics variant covers. There's going to be 24 of them, variant covers of them battling Godzilla.
So is this an event?
This is part of the Godzilla, the original Marvel Years Omnibus. So at first I was trying to read this, and it looks like it's just they plan to release brand new Godzilla variant covers on select September issues. So I don't believe this has anything to do with the comics having anything to do with Godzilla whatsoever.
Oh, so it's just
okay. They're gonna have variant covers in which people are battling it out with Godzilla. You know, we have Scarlet Witch, number 25 of the Fantastic Four. Here's Godzilla going hand to hand with against Galactus. And look at that Godzilla. That's an old school Godzilla right there.
Oh man.
So we've got Miles Morales, Spider-Man. here's like a new modern type Godzilla. He's got the elongated fangs and the spray paint of him on there.
That's fun.
Miles Morales tagged Godzilla. The Immortal Thor. Look at that. That's pretty awesome.
Well, these are fun. Now, you're a kaiju guy. Are you going to be like looking into getting these, or maybe getting copies of the cover print? That Dazzler one is
the awesome. Dazzler one's really cool. I wanted to show this one. She's basically putting on a concert, and what's actually cool is it looks like it's the middle of his breath attack almost is about to happen.
That looks great. You don't really ever see that front-on perspective.
You don't.
Of Godzilla.
You really don't. This is a really interesting take on this. I don't know who the artist of this is. There you
go.
Ario Anandito.
Oh.
Don't know that one, but this is one of my favorites. This is almost that Shin Godzilla look.
Yeah.
With the crazy beady eyes and the jagged teeth going on there. This is almost Shin Godzilla versus the rest of it. And I think with that tail, I think that might be part of his tail. So that might be Shin Godzilla.
Bro, after watching Godzilla -1 this weekend,
yeah,
I don't know if I can watch Shin Godzilla. Like, it was Godzilla -1 was so good.
So Shin Godzilla is a standalone.
I know.
Shin Godzilla is a standalone. Just so you know.
I know. No, see, that's funny. Now that's a missed opportunity. If I was to do the Deadpool cover, I would do the Matthew Broderick Godzilla in that picture.
Okay. A, I agree with you, and B, I would have done some sort of like Godzilla dressed as Deadpool.
Yeah, Godzilla pool.
Yeah, Godzilla pool. I think that's two missed opportunities they could have done here.
So, well, it looks like they righted that with Venom.
Yeah, let's see that they actually venomized Godzilla with that one.
There you go.
So that's actually pretty cool.
Okay, I like that one. Okay,
yeah,
well, that's cool. That's cool. So they're
that's
not
pretty
fighting
cool.
Godzilla.
They're not fighting. They're not fighting. It's an homage.
Covers.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's fun. That is fun. I dig that, dude. Yeah, I don't like that Shin Godzilla. That's just creeping me out.
Oh, I love the Shin Godzilla. So Godzilla -1 was absolutely amazing. 2 reasons they call the movie Godzilla -1 that I can figure out. Reason number 1, this technically is a prequel to the first Godzilla movie. It's already been said. It's already been said.
In the MonsterVerse,
yeah, it's already been said that this is a prequel to the very first Godzilla movie. So technically, it's -1. It's not Godzilla Part 1. It's -1. It's also -1 because Tokyo during the bombing was ground zero.
Right.
After the bombing, Godzilla happened. They're no longer ground zero. They're now ground -1.
-1.
So that's the other reason behind the title. So it has nothing to do with Shin Godzilla. That's literally just a standalone, and it was creepy and weird. And I dig it because I'm into weird shit. But Godzilla -1 was really, really amazing. I kind of want to talk about it, but I don't know if we should give any spoilers.
I think that might be for a kaiju episode.
Okay, we'll just do that then. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome, so you see Thor here?
Yeah.
This is a good segue into my next topic.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready for another Marvel what if?
Not really, but go ahead.
Who owns Marvel?
Disney.
Oh no!
I saw this. Jesus.
So we've got Marvel and Disney. What if Donald Duck became Thor?
Donald Duck would never be worthy enough to lift Mjolnir.
He's wearing pants.
Oh, that's even weirder.
It is weird seeing Donald Duck wear pants.
Oh my god.
It doesn't make sense how Goofy and everybody else wears shorts and pants, but Donald Duck just wears a shirt. So
yeah, he's Winnie the Poohing it.
Yeah, I mean, Blake is the real.
So Marvel Comics has announced that on their What If Donald Duck comic for the character's 90th birthday.
Yep. The comic will imagine Donald as Thor. So we'll see how that happens, man. I don't want to get too much into this one, but I just figured that was worth sharing.
Thank you.
Here's one that you can get behind, though. Power Rangers and Yojimbo.
Boom Studios. There we go.
Usagi, Yojimbo, Boom Studios, and Dark Horse Comics. And Hasbro reveal the new crossover comic book one-shot that'll see the Power Rangers team up with Usagi Yojimbo. Now, growing up, I loved Yojimbo, and I did not know his real name was Usagi.
Okay, so I knew him. I had his action figure before I seen his episode of Ninja Turtles.
I had the action figure too, and it was Yojimbo.
Yeah, it was Usagi. No, he had his full name on there. Usagi Yojimbo. Yeah,
I didn't know.
At least I believe it did. And but I didn't know about his like storied history outside of the Ninja Turtle saga. It's supposed to be really good comics with him, and I have not gotten around to reading them, but they're supposed to be really, really good. And seeing him do a crossover with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that's gonna be fun because hopefully it'll be a step above the crossover we had with Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles that we had.
Yeah,
the live action one, not the comics.
So speaking of Jim Henson's that we were talking about just a little bit ago, James Fenner does the coloring in this comic book. James Fenner also did James Henson's The Storyteller, Shapeshifters.
Oh, good. Another comic artist. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is to celebrate the celebration of the 40th anniversary of Stan Sakai's Usagi Yojimbo.
Usagi? Yeah.
So, this is actually pretty cool. And I'm trying to see if we have a release date here for this.
September 25th.
September 25th, 2024. So there you go.
Dude, with Boom Studios and Dark Horse, I've been looking at and been wanting to get into, for some reason, they're about to start a Transformers well, they've started an Energon universe that involves Transformers, GI Joe, a new property that they're developing, and what was the other thing? But anyway, that's making its way across into the movies too, because they're working on doing a crossover movie between the G.I. Joe and the Transformers, and basically the war of the Energon war between the Decepticons and the Autobots are the reasons why the United States government created the G.I. Joes and why the Cobra came around.
Really?
Yeah, and check this out, dude. They
did
that
this
like a couple years ago too. Do you remember Mask? Do you remember the toy and cartoon comic line Mask, where like these guys will wear these masks, right, and they would drive cars that would like pop out weaponry and like do different things and kind of change and like become like a different kind of fighting machine.
Man, I'll be honest with you. Nope.
Well, that was a thing back when I was a kid. M.A.S.K. And yeah, there it is.
Really? I don't remember that.
In this world, this Energon world, this Energon universe that's been recently created, the cars that these guys are fighting with and against are dead Transformers.
What?
They're dead Transformers.
How is okay? That's kind of
they're trying to get this all to fit in one big Hasbro universe, and yeah, Mask are piloting dead Transformers, or they're using the body or the Energon from dead Transformers to have their vehicles transform into these weapons.
And this is canon. This is like something they're really going to do.
This is something that they've already done.
And so that's what Mask is?
Now.
Wow.
They're kind of backdooring it into it, but yeah, dude, this shit was out when I was a kid, man. It was just like, oh yeah, like kids like cars that turn into things. Oh yeah, let's just make these car toys for kids and then have a cartoon about it.
Okay, so this came out like 1985, so in the 80s. Yeah. So while people were watching this, I was watching Captain Power and Dino Riders.
So about Dino Riders, they're also covered in dead Transformers.
What?
I'm totally fucking with you now.
Okay, I'm sitting here like that literally doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like that was two armies in the space battling it out that went through a black hole. It took them to the Earth.
Sure.
So how about this one? Have you heard about this?
What are they doing? What is this?
Todd McFarlane is going to is talking about doing a crossover with Spider-Man Spawn. Why? Which is pretty cool. Okay, so here's what's pretty cool. So Todd McFarlane, for the longest time, actually, or for a very long time, did Spider-Man.
He did. He was a very good Spider-Man.
He was great at it, and I loved it. So why not have, what started your career, which he started at working at Marvel before he came out with Spawn, and introduce the two of them. I think it would be pretty cool. I would love to see the interaction between Spawn and Spider-Man. One's a friendly, neighborhood Spider-Man, and the other one is a guy who kills people left and right to just save whatever it is he's trying to save. I don't even know where the hell Spawn's at anymore. We've got so many different, but see, that's the thing is like everybody also thinks it's all Al Simmons. It follows all the different Spawns throughout history.
Right.
So,
okay. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like this.
Why?
Because Todd McFarlane toys are in 7-inch scale.
They are.
And if Todd McFarlane gets too friendly with Marvel, Hasbro will lose the toy license, and then we're going to get 7-inch Legends, and I won't have that.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I will not have it.
I'm just so the reason I don't think it is because Todd McFarlane already has contracts with DC Comics as far as his toys.
I know.
So he has been doing the DC universe for so long now that I highly, highly, highly doubt that Todd McFarlane would do anything with Marvel. If anything, Marvel would have an adaptation of Spawn, bringing him over to Marvel, making it, and then he would be a 6-inch figure.
So I want you to see where he says new tab. I want you to do new tab. And in your little Google machine, I want you to put McFarlane comic cover statue Spider-Man. Or no, I think Spider-Man. Cover statue. Okay.
Okay.
Right there.
What am I watching?
Up top,
what am I clicking?
Up top, right there on the right-hand side. See that Spider-Man right there? Go ahead.
This one?
That one right there.
The Masterpiece replica?
From Seth MacFarlane. I don't want it. Don't want him in my Marvel stuff.
Why? Okay, for starters, you just said Seth MacFarlane.
Whatever.
What's wrong? What's wrong with this? Other than the price?
I don't want him touching my Marvel stuff because he's going to get into the toys.
But this is a statue, bro, and he had a huge part of Spider-Man, so I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I mean, Stan Lee trusted him. Least we can do is trust him a little bit. And hey, this, and for what it's worth, this statue's badass, bro.
Homeboy just made his own action figure in his own line without any shoes on. Like,
this is actually a pretty badass statue, I'm not gonna lie.
We can get a not Seth MacFarlane.
There you go again.
Todd McFarlane action figure right now. That's just got his toesies out, and I don't like it.
What's wrong with his toesies?
I don't like it. Why do we have to have Todd McFarlane with no shoes on?
I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't have to like it. Don't buy it.
I don't like it.
It's easy. Don't buy it.
I won't buy it because I can't afford it.
And if it comes with a 7-inch fucking, you know what? I hope he does come out with this with it, and I hope it's 7 inches, just to fucking spite you. All right. That being said, let's move on to a happier note, which, as I say this,
the last road is not really a happier note. Jesus Christ, dude.
As I say that, I'm realizing the link I clicked. This is not a happy note. However, it's happy to other people. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna try and remember to post this link for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. They have a Humble Bundle. I've mentioned Humble Bundle many times on here. They have a Humble Bundle that offers you 16 volumes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics for the low price of $18.
You can't beat that. That is
16 volumes, not 16 issues, people.
Volumes.
16 volumes.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. That's $388 value. Now, I understand this is all digital, and some people don't like digital, and if that's the case, don't buy it. Simple as that. But if you do mind digital and you're okay with that, that's $388 for like 16, 17 bucks. $18 on Humble Bundle. So that's
a hell of a deal.
Even if you just want to use that to read up on Ronin, The Last Ronin, to get yourself ready for the movie whenever that comes out, it's still worth the money because, I mean, the omnibus.
Everything okay over there?
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, okay. You can see me. They can't see me. I look over here real quick, that away. Okay.
Yeah.
As over here, where am I on the camera? Okay, as over in this direction, but like lower on the ground, I just see my wife's head just kind of emerge from the darkness. which meant that she had been scooting across the floor for a while there, and I didn't even realize it because I'm looking at comics and stuff. Oh, jeez.
Dude.
You got me good, fucker. So, yes, even if you just want to catch up on the last Ronin and see what's going on there, you can do that. And $18 is way cheaper than what it cost you to go out and buy the comics for that.
That is a hell of a deal. That is a hell of a deal.
I think I'm gonna actually have to do that because I still haven't read them yet.
Oh, I'm reading them right now. They're so good. Nick is putting out the last Ronin figures. They are so good, and they just started releasing the Donatello and the Raphael and the other guys, and even Michelangelo outside of the Ronin costume.
Mm-hmm.
Such good looking figures. But the Humble Bundle, that's a hell of a value. Hell of a value. And speaking of hell of values, if you happen to have $30,000 laying around.
Oh yeah. Let me get right on that.
You could be the owner of Slave Leia's costume from Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
There's no way it's that cheap.
Heritage Auctions has an opening bid right now on the Slave Leia costume, and as of when I looked, it had 0 bids. When the opening bid is $30,000, and has 18 days left to go.
Jesus. Jeez.
So you get the actual Princess Leia, Jabba the Hutt's slave bikini for $30,000. And another thing that came up on there is Helen Slater's Supergirl costume from the Supergirl movie that they did is only at $525,000.
That's not bad.
I think I wrote that wrong. Nope, I did. $5,250.
Woo! That's
so
it.
For $5,000, you can have Helen Slater's Supergirl costume, and that was with 3 bids.
So I heard those outfits really seal in the flavor.
Yes, Helen Slater juice. 40-year-old Helen Slater juice. Yeah, let me tell you, dude. But no, it got me wondering. I was looking at this, and I was like, okay, all right, if I won the lottery, would I own like a costume from a movie like this? Like, if I had the money, would I invest in a piece like the Slave Leia costume or the Helen Slater Supergirl costume?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the type of person that would like have it on display or like file it away as like part of an investment? Well, what would you like if you had the expendable income? Would you spend your money on something like this?
No, I wouldn't.
No, not at all.
I don't really care about her. B, I fucking DC Comics. No, I don't care about DC Comics. If I had that kind of just expendable money, I'd probably spend it on Pokemon cards or Spider-Man figures right now.
Well, what about the Slave Leia costume?
Slave Leia costume. I mean, I like the concept and the idea of having something like that, but for that kind of money, I wouldn't. I mean, for starters, it's not going to fit me.
No.
I mean, and I can get a costume like that for my wife for way cheaper. So, and it's probably deteriorating. Like, I mean, and I like memorabilia, but I'm not that kind of a person that has to absolutely have something like that, you know?
Right.
And if I had that kind of money, maybe like an original lightsaber or something like that would be way cooler for me for my collection. Shit, I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to have that kind of expendable money. I'm on a budget here, bud. I know you are. We all are.
If I could spend that on that, I don't know if I would have it in my personal collection. I think I would donate it to what's that museum in DC? Smithsonian.
Smithsonian, yeah.
I mean, and then that's a hell of a tax write-off.
Yeah, there you go. But I mean, at the same time, we're talking about if we had that kind of expendable, you know.
Sure.
If $30,000 is expendable for me, then I mean, yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, and again, I'm like you. I would rather let other people be able to go witness and check something like that else out, you know. I because I'm not greedy and I don't need that kind of stuff.
Right.
I've got my own little collections and I'm happy with it.
Right. Give me my 6-inch plastic man, not 7.
Bitch.
Not 7. Fuck you, Todd.
Speaking of
yeah. So, but that's it for my news I have for this week. I know it's just a little bit, but I really am glad to chat with you. Yeah. So if you guys have any comments or any suggestions you'd like to get in touch with us, please reach out. OATFTG, OZ and the Freak Talk Geek, on all the social medias. If we're missing one, grab us on another one and let us know that we're missing one. Please leave us a comment, give us a like, subscribe, check whatever box you gotta have to check, and follow us. And we really do appreciate
the 7-inch box. Check the 7-inch box.
Fuck you.
Thank you, everybody. It has been a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Check us out.
Thank you so much for listening. And this has been OZ and the Freak Talk Geek. I'm OZ.
And I'm the Freak.
Be excellent.
Talking Geek. Why did you change it?
I
thought we had a thing here.
Fuck you. Be excellent to each other and yourselves.
All right. Later, Bill and Ted.